you know what that sound means?
You know what that sound
Start
means.
your engines.
Start your engines and buckle your seatbelts. Get into the trunk and wish me Merry Christmas. It's season 6. Season 3.
That's it. We're in season 6 now. You said it. You said it.
What's the process called? Is it like an enema?
I'm not fucked. Okay. You said it.
You said it. It's true. But you know what today is, everybody, right? You know what today is? It's the middle of June, and that means on the HUNKS Podcast canon, the world within this podcast, that means that this is the annual piss episode.
Oh, yeah. So what happens, Matt, by the way, what happens on the annual piss episode?
Well, for the past 3 years, first of all, it happened 3 years ago, and then we did our first piss episode, and we called it the annual piss episode. And then without planning it, last year we just happened to do another piss episode in the middle of June. And it's just kind of where piss is the main theme of the joke. But
Where we just talk about, I'm Dana. We talk a lot about piss. Is that what correct?
Yeah, there's just like, pisses in the veins on this one. It's not everything. It's not the heart. It's not the valve. It's not the muscles or the bones. But it's in the...
We try and tie it all together like a Seinfeld episode where it all comes back to the piss.
Beginning and...
Yeah, I'm Rory, and what the podcast listeners don't know is that it's actually every 6 months or so we get piss obsessed. We just don't record it in the semi-annual version.
Yeah. The semi-annual is that's a private function.
That's a meeting.
It's a fundraiser.
Annual general piss meeting.
Black tie fundraiser for our wealthiest donor friends.
$400 a plate, but you get a tax
a jar. $400 a jar.
Yeah, if you need a knife and fork for your piss, there's problems that you need to address.
Yeah, drink some water, man.
Last year, we had our most successful tweet sent out around...
Sent out? What a weird way to describe
That's
a tweet.
right.
Am I wrong? Is that weird?
You there, boy, send this tweet out.
Go around the corner and get the biggest turkey you can and send out a tweet on it.
Our most successful tweet, and I want it sent out post haste.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you, Tim.
I was the little boy. Yes. But no, it was the tweet that had the most reaction to it, the most interaction to it. And the tweet was, ruin a movie with piss.
Oh, right.
That's what we said? Oh, that's a great idea.
Said, yeah. And then we kicked it off with pissing at Tiffany's.
Piss with the wind, like Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Piss with the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Piss, starring Pacino.
Piss in boots.
Piss is 40.
How Stella got her piss back.
It's a spy movie.
All right, we can go on all day.
Piss kids.
I'm sure that we actually did tweet these.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
We got some great John Wilson, got Piss Will Be Blood. David Horn, our sketch funny friend. 2001, A Piss Odyssey. JD, of course, No Piss for Old Men.
That's cute.
That's a good one.
Shane Adam Zach, our Australian buddy, he wrote The Karate Piss.
Oh.
Kathy did Piss in the Wind. I mean, there's just so many. There's so many, but then when I start reading them, I feel like that's when I take away the momentum from this podcast. We don't need to worry about that. This is it.
Yeah, this is season 6. It's a new season.
Yeah.
Let's not lose momentum.
No.
New season. So how you guys been?
Good.
Good. I'm good.
It's
But-
just the four of us on the podcast today. We are guestless in Seattle. In case you didn't guess that.
Do you think people listen to podcasts and don't read the title or description or anything? I guess some people probably do.
Maybe
right?
some people like fall into it if it's like, oh, this
Yeah.
next one just started happening before I could choose it, you know.
Right.
But I personally choose my podcasts.
Yeah, I curate what I'm listening to. Thank
have
you
a-
very
I
much.
I have a guy. He goes out in the morning, puts a bunch of podcasts.
sends out for podcasts.
Yeah, I send out for podcasts,
Puts them all on tape.
which then I had to convert to DVDs.
Listen to the tape.
And then to Blu-rays. Yeah.
Yeah, I manually download mine because I don't like using data on my phone when I'm out and about. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, really? You go that next level of selecting your podcast that you download each episode
yeah, I'll
individually?
download each episode individually in
Oh,
the
shit.
morning. And I used to, in the old iPhone days, I feel like Apple is a little more intuitive where it's like, hey, I notice you like this. So I'm going to download it for you and put it up in a queue for you. And they'll just play for you. But no, I switched over to this Google phones, and I'm sure there's a way of flipping a switch or pressing a button, and then you don't have to send out for podcasts every morning. But
Hey, man, if you enjoy planning your day that way, there's who's gonna fight you on it?
What's anyone listening to any good podcasts right now?
I'm
Rory is recording this on the toilet.
It was a
don't know
particularly
why.
chunky piece of piss coming out.
I don't know why I started answering before I had an answer ready to go. I just started making noise.
No, that's okay. We don't have to talk about podcasts.
No,
Yeah. But I mean, listening to podcasts from the States, I will say, is oh boy, it's making me like nostalgic for the future, where I'm
Yeah.
like, fucking, give me that. You're in the same room with each other, and I like the convenience of us just sitting down in our
Sure.
own home. But it's like, let's do it for real, buddies.
Yeah, I can't listen to anything that's going on in the outside world. I'm getting too
Yeah, me too.
jealous. What do you guys think about this vaccine passports that we're maybe going to get? Where you get in Manitoba, where the government is setting up that a couple weeks after you get your second vaccine shot, you'll get a card with a QR code that validates that you have been fully vaccinated.
Yeah. I hate the idea of the government having access to my government records. It always bums me out when they do that.
But don't they already? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Funny.
I'm making it funny. I'm being derisive to people who maybe don't think things through all the way. No, in all seriousness, like I just don't. What other option is there? Truthfully, like I would like to have that kind of security in the people around me. Truthfully, like I think there's a place for private business to institute that, and I would like them to, because it's an instance where you can actually kind of enforce being a good citizen. So like, let's do it. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Like you can't keep bad citizens. Like you can't put them in a camp or anything, but we can. You know what I mean?
you could
Look, I'm talking about the Hicks. Okay.
yeah.
Fuck. I don't even care. I don't care if we're losing
I don't
listeners here. I fucking hate Hicks so
This has been
fucking
building in
much.
you. This is
I
the
feel
first
like
time
we're
you've
being
mentioned
held
it.
hostage.
I think
No,
this
no,
is
the first
no,
time?
It's
It's not.
not on,
Oh.
but on the podcast maybe. But
That's okay.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
I'm interested. It means that you're really invested.
I fucking
Bill
hate
Hicks?
Hicks. I hate that. No, that's the only Hicks I like. The only good Hicks is a dead Hicks.
I love it.
Touching on
Fucking inspirational quote with a picture of Bill Hicks.
I think Bill Hicks would like that.
He would love it.
Misunderstood immediately. That would be.
But
Yes.
no, I'm fucking pissed. I feel like we're being held hostage by
Right.
a bunch of Hicks, and that's not going away. Like they're not going to get the shot. Period. So fine, stay in your Hick town. If you come to my town, don't expect to get anywhere nice. Don't expect to eat nice things.
You don't get to benefit
Fucking
from
eat at the
everybody
gas
else's
station.
sacrifice and
That's right.
and
It's nice. It
work.
just feels like there hasn't really been too much accountability this whole time, at least in Winnipeg, for people, breaking the rules and whatever. And this
Right.
feels like it's an actual way of holding people accountable. If it happens,
Right.
So that I like that.
Yes, or even not necessarily be accountable, but I guess live up to your decisions. I
Yeah,
guess
well,
that's
it's like that's fine. I don't want to judge. Like, it's not my place to judge, and it's not my place to shame. But it is a safety issue, and so it's like, I don't. You're right. You shouldn't be shamed for your decisions, but you do have to live with your decisions.
Yeah.
That's right. Like to use a bigger example, like a suicide bomber. I kind of don't give a shit that the suicide bomber dies.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
I care about the people that they kill, the innocent people
Right.
that they affect.
Yeah. And it's possible to
So if you want to get sick, if you don't want to get this goddamn vaccine, fine, but don't fuck me over.
Totally. Oh yeah, I've said this to a couple coworkers and people where it's like, it's a part of me that I don't like, but the reality is I can't wait. 2 weeks after my second shot, everybody else can fucking choke on it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't want to foster that part of
Sorry,
myself.
can
but
fucking
it's
choke
there.
on what?
Life,
Oh.
everything,
Right.
their decisions, fucking get fucked.
Can I
don't
tell you?
care.
Yes.
Well, the first thing I thought about was a dick. That's what I thought. When you said choke
Hey
on
man,
it.
I was like, I
Life's
guess
dick.
their own piss. I'm not sure, but
Piss. Yeah.
that too.
but
Choke down
but
some piss.
the only
you
thing is that,
little
like,
mall rat.
even after we get vaccinated, we could still be carriers.
I know, and I don't like that. Like, part of the reason why I don't like that impulse is because there are people who legitimately can't get the vaccine, and that's it really sucks for them to be in that kind of position.
That's one thing I don't understand about this whole thing is in the States they're saying, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to quarantine, you don't have to wear masks and stuff like that. And yeah, that was my understanding, was that even if you are vaccinated, you can still carry. So how did that suddenly go away?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, I think, where it's yet to be seen, but it's truly at a certain point kind of a numbers game where it's like, is it going to affect the hospital capacities anymore? And if it doesn't, then like, what do you do? Like, you can't. I don't want life to be restricted forever because of that. Like.
And if
I want to do everything I can and be responsible, but
if they
you
get
know.
sick and go to the hospital in the States, they're footing that bill, right? Like, they charge them for every drop of piss they put down in that place. I think.
put into them, it doesn't matter either.
40 cc's of piss. Code yellow.
You know what I love?
Take this piss and call me in the morning.
He's got a kazoo.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that in like in a Walmart or anything?
Oh.
Grab the intercom and start playing around?
No, I love it. You have?
I tried and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out the code to type into the. I was pissed, man. I was at Walmart. I was trying to buy a thing in the electronics department, and there was nobody at the counter. I stood there for like 20 minutes, and then I just picked up the phone and I was trying to call. Like,
Oh man,
get to the electronics.
That would have been the best possible scenario for that, because you're 100% in the right to be to be like fucking with their shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to purchase.
So would you,
thing.
if you had gotten through, would you have tried to sound official, or would you have been like, "Hey, can somebody get the fuck over here? My name's Matthew J. Nightingale, and I would like an electronic. Okay." I have been looking forward to purchasing Blue Crush on DVD for the better part of 6 years, and I am not waiting one more minute.
He pulls out his degree. He writes Walmart on the back of it.
Up till now, the price of Blue Crush on DVD has been insurmountable.
Prohibitive.
This is a one-day sale that I would like to take advantage of.
But now that I see that there's a DVD with 3 movies on it, including Blue Crush. Yes, it would have been a combination of like official and angry Matt Nightingale. It would have been like, attention, can somebody come to the fucking electronics desk? There's a customer here and he's fucking pissed, or something like that.
Yeah. Can you get in legal trouble for swearing like that into a store?
Good
I wonder.
question.
They can try.
Public indecency? Would that fall under public indecency?
I doubt it. Like, it's not illegal to swear in public, is it? That's crazy.
That's probably grounds for them to boot me out of the store.
Like
for
public
telling me.
disturbance?
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think it's illegal.
Yeah.
I
Mischief.
think they would be like, you're not allowed back at Walmart.
Yeah.
But and that's fine. That's their right.
The Walmart cops will come by on their scooters and drag you out of the store. You know, so Hicks people and being against COVID. I've been working
against COVID.
I've been working in the country for the last week or so, building
against COVID.
a deck for this guy named Bob, who is insufferable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, one of the bragging things that he said to me the other day was how one of his friends owns over 400 guns. And they all work, he assured me.
It's too many.
He's like,
They all work. Not like mine.
yeah, he's like a
I just get
Crocs
his broken ones. But I have over 200 broken guns.
He's a Crocs and camo.
Bobby Broken Guns, they call me.
He's a camo Crocs wearing guy, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm
Like, wait, he's wearing a full camo outfit and
no,
then,
his
like,
Crocs
pink
are camo. You know,
So just his feet
So you
blend
can-
in.
yeah,
Yeah, you can't ever see his feet.
because he's hunting poolside. But so I travel through a variety of gravel roads to get where I need to get to, and there's this one gravel road intersection that I stop at, and there's this yellow. They have these yellow hazard signs along the ditches where it's tall grass, just to make extra caution or whatever. And then there's a train, like a bridge coming up. A small little bridge. So on this little orange sign at this intersection in the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere, somebody wrote, "COVID is a hoax," on this sign that only birds see. So like this fucking person got out of their truck, got their like Sharpie that doesn't work well, and they just had to write "COVID is a hoax" on this. It's not even the most prominent sign on the street, you know? Yeah. Who's that message for? But yeah, I've been working outside. I got a nasty ass sunburn. So if my voice
same.
sounds extra
On your
crispy,
ass?
I wish. No, my ass is still translucent.
Imagine you had a sunburn only on
Man.
your ass.
Just from mooning for so long.
That's your job.
Professional
Yeah,
mooner.
you're wearing the full like high vis gear everywhere else, like full long sleeve, like city worker gear, just ass out.
You're right behind the person who holds the stop.
Except I feel like they would be wearing like camo so that the rest of their body wouldn't detract from just the butt would have the high vis on it. Just its own high vis little butt.
Yeah. When somebody gets out of their truck and writes "COVID is a hoax" on your butt.
On the butt.
And the O is your butthole. Because they're one of those people who write on signs and it needs to be relevant to what the sign is.
COVID is a hacks. Wait, what? Oh, now I see it.
Oh, yeah. This guy's butthole's an A. This guy shits A's.
And now moving on to Dana.
Me. I also have a sunburn.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of gardening and I don't know, nothing interesting. I don't have anything interesting. My life is still nothing. I still have a nothing life.
Yeah.
I did my first ever audition, and it was a Zoom audition
For Zoom.
Yeah. And they were like, hey, see ya.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah, they were like, I had to do 2 scenes, and they didn't ask me to do them again, and they didn't ask me to stick around.
What was it for?
For this movie, it seemed like a sci-fi movie, and I was swinging way out of my league. Like I've never actually like legit acted in a movie or anything like that, and so I did a self-tape for basically the second. It's there's a lot of children in the movie. Like some of the main characters are children, so I was like the second most prominent adult in the script. So it was a fairly big role, I guess, but so I was swinging out of my league there. But I got the call back from the self-tape, did the live Zoom audition, and thoroughly embarrassed myself in that, because the self-tape is just like, take the best take.
Right.
Like they don't see that I was slaving over that for 21 hours.
Yeah.
And the first one was the best one.
I'm sweating less in this one. Yeah.
It was funny because the first bunch of takes I took, I had like this curl of hair.
Oh, Superman
like
style.
this. For the listener,
curl.
It's askew. Anyways, and so I kept watching all the takes after. Like I would exit the screen, the shot, and then enter. And after every take, I'd be like, I hope I fix my hair, and then I'd enter again with the curl would be worse.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, well, let's see. What did I do? No medical appointments recently. I convinced my parents to get the COVID vaccine, their shot. That was
good for you.
Took a while. I'm still not sure, because I saw my dad illegally on the weekend, not for recreational purposes, to just.
You were hunting him? So I think that's among the most illegal ways you could see a person.
Yeah, it was an illegal gathering. Trapped him in the woods. But he's wearing his I got vaccinated sticker, but he got vaccinated like a week ago. So it's like, did you just steal a bunch of stickers? And
found it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Keeps putting them on from when you come over.
I think, yeah.
It really looked like that. Yeah.
It did look like that. Like he's fumbling around.
That's really funny. You'll never know.
It sucks to be in Manitoba right now, I'll tell you that much. Because I was going to be like, you guys thinking of any plans for the summer? And it's like, we can't.
No. Thinking of anything. I'm thinking of.
It's illegal to even have plans.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the next time my ears can get flushed out.
Whoa.
I had that done today.
Today?
Yeah, I wasn't.
What's the process?
Can't you tell?
You can hear us so well.
I've been hearing everything you said.
They like put you on a table, right? And they kind of lay you on your side, and then they like piss into your ear. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that coming. Yeah,
like a little tube that comes up. And look, the tube is a penis. Sorry.
Yes, it is the most refreshing thing.
I've always wanted to do it, but I've always been afraid of I'm like, I don't even know who to talk to about that. Do I talk to my doctor?
I know.
Like,
it is you go to your doctor. I mean, you really
doctor.
They'll see if you need it. Like, I need it to be done.
Yes.
Sure.
Doctors are always so
yeah. I
skeptical.
guess-
They're like, "Are you sure? Most people don't need it." And then the second they look, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
No.
So let me scoop that barf out of
Yeah,
your
I just
ear.
gotta call my mom.
The doctor has to call their mom.
I need to go to confession.
Sorry, I faint around. I faint around barf and
And really, really gross things.
Catch me.
yeah.
One time
So you went today and
yeah.
had it
Did
done?
you get a little nugget that came
I
out?
sure did.
How big?
Oh yeah, nuggy. Like the size of a small.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
put it
mine
on
was
a
like the
small
size
chain?
of kidney bean.
Wear it like a necklace.
Yeah, or maybe a kidney bean. Yes, yeah, as a warning.
to your ears? Wear it as an earring.
Hey.
Get
What-
it bronzed.
Yeah.
What
Ugh,
is a tooth?
gross. This is disgusting.
Sorry, what is the process? Is it gross or
Yeah.
what? Like uncomfortable? Is it like
How sci-fi
Yeah, how
is it on a
sci-fi
scale
is
of
it?
1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being
The most sci-fi.
Star
Yeah.
Trek, 1 being Mad Men. We're talking like 1.
Oh, really? Everybody.
It's just a syringe.
The doctor's
It's just a
drunk as
syringe.
shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you guys fuck on the table.
yeah?
Yeah, it's just a syringe that he sprays water, or she sprays water into your ear, and it forces everything out.
Crazy.
It
Is
feels
it warm water?
fantastic.
Yeah?
It is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or cold. Either way, it works. I've had it both ways.
have it both ways.
And
Yeah.
it's exciting
Do-
because there was like, for me, it was like a little kidney shaped thing of wax that came out. But there was also something that looked like, what the heck is that in there? Why is there like toilet paper in my ear? Is there?
Oh, no.
Little permission slip.
Like at the bottom of a backpack.
Sandwich that you forgot about.
Banana peel. Yeah.
There's some old pictures of Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that again.
So do you bring it up with your doctor or do they you're like, I can't hear good.
Yeah, well, sorry,
Yeah, I
go
mean,
ahead,
basically that. I went because I wanted to get my hearing checked, and then I got my hearing checked, and they're like, "You need to get your ears cleaned." And then I was like, "Okay." And then I got my ears cleaned, and then and then I got my hearing checked, and they're like, "Nope, you're fine. You just have." I have really, really, really
for
narrow
me-
ear canals. They're like they've told me that because they had to use kid sized like hearing testers for mine, and so that's why I get a lot of wax in there. I'm not fucked. Okay.
So
You just get
so when the wind
I'm fucked.
when the wind blows past your ears, it makes like a whoo sound.
More like a.
I am fucked because the reason I went to get my ears flushed out the first time was that whenever I would go to bed, like lay down horizontally, my
What?
ears would plug.
Oh shit.
And so like I was missing my own
Wow.
Whoa.
because and then when I get up for like 20 minutes, I'd be
wow.
Oh shit. Whoa.
Are you?
deaf. Yeah, until they just unplugged
What's the
themselves.
process
and it's like,
called? Is it
Oh,
like
crazy.
an ear enema?
it's a ear lobotomy.
Did you have this happen to you a few years ago? Like
I
every
have it
6
happen
months.
every 6
Right,
months.
Right.
6
right.
months.
See, the thing is
Yeah.
that like if you guys don't know about it, you probably don't need it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. That's
When
yeah.
they go to the doctor and
Well, I didn't need it until the last
they
few
put that
years.
little cone in your ear that shines a light and they look into your ear, is that what they're looking for?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. One of the things, at least. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I always assume everything they're doing is searching for cancer, but I guess that's more on me. But I feel like everything is just like, and yeah, no cancer here. You got cancer over here. No,
I thought you said candy.
that too, man. Hey,
I thought
think
he
that's
said
just a bonus.
keys. I thought he just lost his keys every time.
My doctor is
Where's my
constantly getting locked out of his car.
Every time he coughs, his car alarm goes off. I must have swallowed it again. Yeah, so yeah, you can't get it if you don't need it, but but it's a
I don't know, give it a
relatively
try.
simple. I guess I could ask for it. It's not
Have you
the
ever heard
same
of
thing as the wax thing, right?
Yeah,
Where
that's
they,
what I was just gonna ask. The candling. That was like a really popular
that's
thing
different,
for
right?
like surfers, but I wouldn't trust that.
That's because they love wax.
What? Did you watch Blue Crush recently, Dana?
That was in the deleted scenes.
I didn't. But when I was in this popular surf area, there was also like a whole bunch of candling places.
This sounds legit. Oh, when I was in this popular surf area.
You know, the surf spots of Winnipeg.
Where?
Gimli
was-
Beach, Lake Manitoba.
I go to surfer bars and hang out amongst my people, the surfers.
Well, it's because water would get in their ears, and so they would have to do
Right.
the candling to like clean out their ears or something.
And that's when it's like
It is
That's
dangerous.
dangerous.
whole long fucking tendril coming out,
Yeah,
right?
well, they
it's
like
a whole
light a
long
candle
bit.
right in your ear.
Why? What makes it
Because
so
it's
dangerous?
hot
probably.
shit going into your head, I think.
Because the wax goes into your
Yeah.
head. That's the idea.
And then
Oh.
it's supposed
That's
to
a
pull
bad
more
idea.
wax out.
Oh, gross.
Oh, that's. Ugh. I
I'm
don't like
yeah,
that.
it's, like
hanging none of
immediately sounds like a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
You don't hang 10 with that.
It's
that.
pour
Hang none of
lava.
that.
I feel like there was probably a whole lot of people at one point that were like, just jam a candle in
Yeah.
it. And then the ear one was the one that stuck
Right.
around. But there's probably like nose candling,
Yeah.
ass candling,
Where it's like my grandma always swore by
cooch candling.
shoving a candle in it, and that always worked for me. I'm alive.
Okay, so here's
Stay fresh.
what it says. It says it's
Huh?
you take a candle that is like a hollow fabric cone soaked in wax,
Oh,
and you put the candle in your ear, and then you light the opposite end, and it burns down.
Oh,
And then it creates a low level suction force. Yeah.
Okay.
so it's like a
Man,
water
still
bomb.
seems-
What?
Same theory. Cool. Good to know.
It's kind of like my dad used to describe it. Oh, and it was such a no,
Your
but
dad's
he's
had it done?
have you ever had? It's kind of like where people would heat up a beer bottle and put it on like a carbuncle, and then that would create a suction, and then you would see it rip this carbuncle out of someone's skin.
I don't know what
Sorry,
a
what the fuck is a carbuncle?
It's a carbuncle.
It's like a boil. It's like a boil, like a real like an abscess, like a boil with like a root and stuff like that. It's like a really yeah. My dad had one. He loved to tell this story about this one on his leg, and yeah.
Call them up.
And then you would heat the beer bottle so much, and then stick it on there, and then you'd see it just like suck it out.
Man, people,
Yeah,
That's
he
gotta
said
be
incredibly
painful.
painful. Probably not worth it. Probably a bad idea.
people do all kinds of shit to not go to a
Yep,
doctor.
Yeah.
for sure.
Hicks, eh?
Fucking Hicks. Again with the
If
Hicks.
ever there was one.
I'd always love to see that though.
boy.
What do you guys think of like those kind of like satisfying pimple popping videos?
Weird body horror
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, no, I'm not on board with the like pus videos.
I
and
used to
stuff. I
not be,
can't.
but sometimes it's just like once you because I'm like, oh no, don't let me see it, don't let me see it, and then I accidentally see it, and I'm like, let me see that again.
It activates my gag reflex. Even just talking about it is like, ugh.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's goddamn so gross. Why?
You got an easy gag there.
Yeah.
Do you think that people are becoming more or less sensitive to those types of images with the advent of the internet and stuff like that? Like, because I remember watching so many awful things when the internet was new, you know, and you could just see this stuff readily. I don't know how much it was real or whatever. I still have like post-traumatic stress disorder thinking about some of the stuff I've seen on the internet, you know, but I don't know that that's made me. I don't think that's made me less sensitive to things because recently I've had to like try to comb through my Reddit algorithm because I see some things on there that just like make me so upset or
Like
angry,
what?
and I don't.
Right.
Oh, it's more like the public freak out buildings or threads or the justice served things where it's like, yeah,
People
what if
getting
they were just
beat
having a
up.
bad day and you punched that dude? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I can't.
Yeah, real videos of people actually getting punched, like it's different than in movies, guys.
Ooh.
It's awful. And it
Yeah.
sounds like
It is.
a sharp slap, but like a crack almost.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. How they react. Those videos are fucked. The good videos are like Denny's.
Explain.
No.
You've never seen Denny's
No.
rides? Oh, guy, you got to YouTube Denny's ride. It's just like drunk people after the bar, and it's just like the best one. You got to look it up. I think it's Denny's or Perkins, but it's like after Halloween, after all the Halloween parties, everybody goes to Perkins or Denny's or whatever the fuck. Late at night, somebody says something to somebody. Anyways, there's this one where it's just like hailstorm of
Food
of
and
dishes and shit, and people just yelling at each other. It's so good, but there's no like clean punches in most of them or anything like that.
Mayhem.
It's just like throwing chairs and dishes at each other, and it's amazing.
Oh man, that problem with that for me is my empathy goes immediately to the employees. I don't care about the people hurting each other. I'm just like, fucking somebody has to work there and clean this shit up.
Yeah,
because you're an asshole.
Well, you work retail.
But what would you rather have? Like that kind of chaos and mayhem where if you work shift work, you know that kind of a night is going to blow by. It's going to be next thing you know, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Or would you rather have like an empty Salisbury House 4 a.m. shift where it's like that one old pervert in a leather jacket eating his poutine again?
I mean, I guess it depends. I had a guy. I've worked at the same restaurant for a long time, and I've had at least 2 people barf in like all over the table. And they were. It's like it's not kid barf, you know. Which is like for some reason less gross.
This is business bar.
This is business barf.
This is barf with a job.
Yeah, this is a barf with benefits.
This is grown up barf. This barf could hire your ass and fire your ass.
It is so gross. And like cleaning up
Barf
an
doesn't
old
get out of
man's
bed in the
barf.
morning for. Sorry.
For less than $1,000. Do you know who this barf knows? Do you know who this barf's dad is?
Hey, sorry, you can't barf here. Do you know who you're barfing to?
You're barfing too.
You're
barfing disgusting.
This is disgusting.
Oh God, let's not talk about barf. This has become such a gross episode.
You're barfing up the wrong tree here, guy.
Yeah. This is supposed to be the piss episode. A treasured time of year for
Roy.
families everywhere.
Totally pissed the point on this one.
Oh man.
That's gross. Yeah, that's disgusting.
I don't know. The answer is I don't know, but probably the slower night. Like you'd want the busy night that blows by, but not the post Halloween night. You know that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
sucks.
There's no way
Because
that
it's not
doesn't
like
suck.
they're just being riotous with each other and then polite
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Do you think you're getting good tips that night?
And
Unless
fuck
there's a
no.
mistake. Unless they accidentally mean to put in $5
Right.
and they put in 500, and then it's like, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
exactly.
guy.
in a rage, they're fighting. Like, give me that machine. And, punching it in.
I want to pay half cash, half debit.
Hang on, I gotta punch this guy.
Do you accept $50 bills?
Yeah, I mean, and if you're in a situation where there's a riot happening in your restaurant, that shift's gonna blow by, but you also know you're probably working overtime. Like you might be getting off at 6 normally, you're getting off at 7:30 this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, brutal. You're right.
Man, I'd take a restaurant
right.
right about now, though. I would love that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll get there in due time. Or not.
Or not. Do we have segments? What do we do when we don't have guests? Do we have segments?
I had a sketch idea. Can I pitch
Talk
it to you
about
guys?
Sure. Please.
So I've been pining for some new Adele music.
Okay.
And so...
Dude, you're getting Adele.
I was trying to come up with a Adele joke too. When was the last time they used that catchphrase?
Like 1998.
Yeah, I did not know what
Before
you're talking about.
podcasts.
Look up Dell commercials on YouTube and then listen to that segment again. So pretty much all of the major the albums that Adele has put out, it's been post like a big breakup, right? She uses big life events to motivate her emotionally to put together this beautiful music. So
Yes.
I just like to imagine Adele walking Adele
Sorry.
Adele walking around like her big beautiful home, just like constantly looking for aggressions within her family or life to set her off, you know, like she's just looking for someone to really, really wrong her.
She goes to a Denny's and gets in a fight.
Yeah.
Bank fees.
Yeah, like her
Charge me so much.
baby throws up on her. Hello.
Gross.
Is this cheese? Well, who's she encountering now to get into a
The gardener.
fight with?
I will remember.
No, that's Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah. A lot of songs about remembering, huh?
In general?
In general.
Memory.
No one ever talks about that.
Yeah.
Wake up, sheeple. We're talking about remembering again.
I had one. What if there was a gym teacher who was so competitive with the students in his class? Like he always tried to win at like the sprint and the sit-ups competition, and the classes keep getting younger and younger, and he's just
Cute.
still trying to dunk on kids.
Older and older. Yeah. To the point where he's like losing contests of who can tie their shoe the fastest.
Yeah.
He tries to be like the first one to the door when class is done.
I got an idea. What about pranks for petite men?
Are these pranks that petite men can pull,
Yeah.
or pranks being pulled on petite men?
I think
So like the bucket can't be too high.
I think
over
it
the
would be
door?
pranks to be pulled by petite men. So it would be
Right.
like a prank book, but you can only use it if you're a petite man.
Is a prank book a thing that exists?
Sure, why not? Ideas for pranks. Let's write one.
Let's write one.
I love, yeah, you're right, Rory. You said a prank book, but you qualified it because we all know what a prank book is, but you qualified it for petite men. So what is the handicap, I guess?
Oh
that
no,
a
I don't
petite
think of it as a
man
handicap.
faces?
I think of it as that's their
Oh, like-
superpower. It's like things
Right.
that you can do because you're
Okay.
a petite man.
Hide in a freezer.
Yes.
Pretend to be a child.
Yes.
Pretend to be a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, start over again.
In what scenario would pretending to be a child be?
Well, I mean,
a
like
benefit?
that alone.
Because you got the reverse. You got the pretending to be an adult to sneak into the movies.
Sneak into the
Right.
children's hospital.
Pretending
well,
to what
the
you would
PS5.
use it for anything. I mean, just like you
Steal a PS5.
you're a petite man wearing children's clothes. Oh my God, there's a child. Turns around. Ah, that's a man. That
Right.
prank done.
Oh, that's
Prank done.
That's the prank.
That's a good baseline prank.
Oh, look at this. Look at this kid. He's skateboarding. No, it's a man.
Good night, everyone.
That is a petite man. Yeah.
Is that child reading a newspaper?
No, I'm just a petite man.
Exactly.
Just for laughs, gags, theme music plays.
Yeah.
Petite pranks.
It's interesting word choice, petite. Like, you don't mean just short.
No, I think I
guess that's
mean
part of it.
petite. I think a petite man.
Pretty sure I mean petite, actually.
You know,
Okay.
slim boned.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But also, you can't be like tall and petite. Like 6 feet is not petite.
No, short and petite.
I'm gonna put that on a sign and run on
I
it.
would say as tall as
6 feet is not
5'5",
petite.
and
5'5".
5'5" is the tallest to be a petite man.
Okay.
But like, I bet you
Right.
a petite man would be better at like breaking into places, you know, because they have.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a certain height. A petite man would be better at 5'2", but you can go up to 5'5".
But you know, just smaller fingers, you know, like be able to slip into things.
Yeah. Reach up inside of vending
Okay.
machines, maybe.
Yeah, crawl into windows easier.
Yeah. Petty theft is even more petty. Look at that small child on that big bicycle. I'm actually 36. Still too big of a bike.
And this bicycle's regular sized.
You could do like forced perspection pranks, you know?
Perspection?
You get it.
Oops.
That was good. That was great.
Yeah.
What about Sketch opens, it's like a high school basketball team and they're sick of losing. It's been several seasons, they're losers. And the principal walks in and the principal's like, all right, guys, gather around. We know you're sick of losing, so here's your new coach. And it's the dog. Like he used to be here. He's a decorated player, and
Like
now
it's
he's your
Air
coach.
Bud?
And then
Okay.
yeah, and then just cut to this dog barking at a bunch of boys. and the kids are just like, don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And then like cut to a game situation, and the dog's just mauling the ref or something, and they just keep losing. They're the
Dog
worst
keeps
team
trying
still.
to play in
Worse
the game.
than they
No,
were.
the coach can't play.
The team gets disqualified because the dog won't get off the court.
Yeah. Shits on the
Piss
ball.
is everywhere.
It's just everywhere. Yeah, I love that. Just a long shot of the dog barking at these teens.
Yeah, a wide.
It's just so unrestrained. Like the principal's just yanking back on the
Coach, he didn't book the gymnasium for our big game.
He licks its dick. Starting to think he's not taking this seriously, guys.
Is that it? That's it, I
think
guess.
that's
That's
it.
pretty much a whole podcast, guys. So you can find Hunks online at Hunks Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Bandcamp, where you can get our debut live sketch comedy album called Mouth Beef. It's jokes like this, but we wrote them down ahead of time and practiced them, and they're very funny.
Hell yeah. Check out our Patreon. We got Erica Sigurdsson and Noir Hadidi. We played a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill with them, and it was super fun, and it's only available on Patreon. And I just wanted to quickly set up Rusty Matthias, aka Rusty Robot, has a super fun, awesome project launching this summer. Also, It was his birthday this past week, so let's sing him a quick song. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Never mind, I'll find
you too. Don't forget me. You're Rusty, and we're HUNKS Podcast. So stay tuned, and when he does the outro, I'm going to set him up to tell you all about that.
Right on. See you guys in 2 weeks.
HUNKS is a sketch comedy group from Winnipeg. Got it? They are Rory Fallis, Tim Gray, Matt Nightingale, and Dana Smith. Episodes are produced and recorded each week from their homes in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Additional production and sound design and editing crap like that by me, Rusty Mattias, at my home. And thanks, Tim. That was so sweet of you to say. I do, in fact, have a new bunch of stuff coming out under the name Rusty Robot. I have a new video for a song called Ice Cream Truck coming out on July 2nd. It features Al Simmons, Mise en Scene, DJ Honeycutt, and like Backstreet Boys dance moves. I'm so excited. Thanks again to this week's special. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. Thanks to this week's special guest, No Guest. And tune in again in 2 weeks for another amazing episode of the HUNKS Podcast you know and love. Have a great week, everyone. Okay, bye!